I'm Ty the Real Estate Guy, and today I'm taking you for a tour through Eagle Mountain City. Eagle Mountain is the place that I live and love. You'll notice I'm wearing aviator shirt. Yep, that's right. That's where my daughters go to school, and that's where they play basketball, or they're going to be playing basketball, or they did play basketball. So all my daughters are going to play basketball for the Aviators at the brand new high school. It's only about 3 or 4 years old. As a real estate agent here in Utah, I've helped over 100 people move to Eagle Mountain, either buy, sell, or build a home here. If you're looking to move to Eagle Mountain, reach out to me. I'm gonna put my phone number in the description below. Looking behind me here, that's Saratoga Springs. Turning around this way is Eagle Mountain. So we're gonna be heading west into Eagle Mountain. Salt Lake City is over that way. Salt Lake City is about a 45-minute drive from where I'm standing right now. Right now I'm on the border of Saratoga Springs and Eagle Mountain. You're probably wondering why there's no traffic, and that's because it's a Sunday morning and Eagle Mountain is a very quiet town on Sundays, very religious. A lot of people sleep in, so I thought perfect day to get out, take a drive through the city, and show you guys all about Eagle Mountain. As we drive through the city, I'm gonna talk about the home builders in the area. I'm gonna talk about the stores coming, the stores that are here, restaurants, and I'll also share some fun facts about Eagle Mountain, like population, crime rates, schools, and all that stuff. So let's get going. Before we head west into Eagle Mountain, I thought we should look east. You can see the Wasatch Mountain Range. You can see Utah Lake over there. And that's the first builder as you enter Eagle Mountain, right over there. This whole area here is Silver Lake, and the home builder in that area is Flagship Homes. I know the salespeople there personally, done a lot of business with those guys. And then if you look right here, we have Edge Homes. Same thing, I know a lot of the salespeople at Edge Homes, and I've helped a lot of people buy or sell homes in this area. So here we go. Looking off to the left here, you're gonna see the amphitheater, and then a large park to the right. And we are in the dog days of summer, and that is why the grass looks so bad right now. Head to the left is an LDS church. That is not the first one that you'll see. And then we've got a bunch of townhomes, apartments, and condos off to the right side here. There is a ton of them. And you're looking off to the left here, you can see a bunch of stores, a bunch of new stores coming in, or, you know, dentist offices, things like that. O'Reilly Auto Parts, the Dollar Tree, 7-Eleven, Cascade Collision, Burt Brothers Tires coming over there. On this side of the road, I'm gonna have to pull over for a few minutes. There's a lot. Let's pull into this Porter's Crossing, and I'm gonna show you guys everything that's going in here. Okay, so as you can see, we got McDonald's here now, Quick Quack Car Wash, Jiffy Lube, AutoZone, tons of auto things coming in this area. And then this was the first grocery store. This was literally one of the only things here when I moved here 8 years ago, is the Ridley's grocery store. You've got Ace hardware store there as well. And if you look off to the other side here, you can just see there's just a bunch of different unique places. So if you follow Ridley's along here, you can see you got Starbucks, and there's also Dairy Queen over there. And across the road from Ridley's to the south, the city is installing a massive park. You can see they've already got the parking lot there to the left, and this park is gonna run all the way along this whole section here. It's gonna have all sorts of cool stuff. I cannot wait to do a video showing this park when it's completed here in a few months, ready to go hopefully for this next summer. I should have mentioned at the beginning, there's 2 major roads coming into Eagle Mountain. The first one is SR 73, and that's the highway that kind of comes in. That's also known as the Corey B. Ride Highway. And then the main road that we're on this morning is Pony Express Parkway. So we're gonna continue our journey along Pony Express Parkway. You got the fire station to the right. Off to this left side, we've got a bunch of new stores coming in, restaurants and things of that nature. All these stores here are brand new. Should we turn in? Yes, let's just turn in super quick. All this brand new building right here. It's like half the stuff hasn't even been moved into yet. Got a dance studio over here, Asian cafe, and Jurassic tacos. And then here's Chevron. Chevron is one of the only other things that was here when I moved in 8 years ago. So here we are at Pony Express Parkway and Ranches Parkway. Ranches Parkway that you're looking at right now is one of the main lines into the city coming off of SR 73. I live just down that street. Eagle Mountain kind of consists of two different cities. You've got City Center, which is about 10 minutes further to the southwest. And then you have the Ranches, where I live. The Ranches is a little bit more expensive area just because you're closer to civilization. I'll talk more about Saratoga Springs at the end of this video as well, because Saratoga Springs has all the shopping you could ever want in the whole world. It's just exploding there with shopping, stores, restaurants, all that stuff. Off to the right, another LDS church. You might see 1,000 of those along this route. One of the things Eagle Mountain City is most known for is the Pony Express Trail, which is the original trail of the Pony Express. Up here on the left side of the road is going to be one of your very first elementary schools in the area. So we're kind of in the midway point between the two cities, which is City Center, where we're headed to, and the Ranches, where we're leaving. And I mean, technically it's one city, but it's kind of like two different areas. You can see a lot of new homes. Everything's new in Eagle Mountain. I mean, the city's pretty young. You can see a police car off to the right, so I want to make sure I'm not speeding or anything like that. But this is kind of cool to look at. You can see how beautiful the city is. If you look off to the right here, you'll see Ivory Homes. Ivory Homes owns all this land right here you see, and most of the land you see on this side of the road as well. Ivory Homes is going to be here for a while. So you see right now it looks very rural, not a ton of houses. And like I said, this whole neighborhood is only like 3 years old. So all these houses you see here are all practically brand new. That's the Ivory Homes model right there. I was just there with clients yesterday. So the big complaint about Eagle Mountain City Center was there used to be no stores. So I did a video tour just a couple of years ago, I think 2.5 years ago, and there were no stores down here. Now I get to show off some cool stores to you. If you look off to the right here, you're gonna see the junior high school. You're gonna see that there's a whole bunch of pickleball courts right here. And this is a huge park used by a lot of people. Eagle Mountain has loads of parks, playgrounds, and trails that will take you out into nature. The city of Eagle Mountain has over 40 parks, including a skate park, an amphitheater, basketball courts, baseball fields, a bike park, pavilions, and a whole lot more. One of the parks here in Eagle Mountain, the Corey B. Wright Memorial Park, is a destination location. It's a great place to hang out, play in the splash pad, shoot some hoops, play some pickleball, enjoy the playground equipment, and a whole lot more. I'm here at the Corey Ride Memorial Park. You can see right here behind me is a splash pad. You got some little waterfalls there. You got an awesome pavilion right here behind me. Basketball courts right here, and 2 different courts of pickleball here. If I spin around this way here, you can see they got some like awesome climbing contraption over here. And let's walk this way and I'll show you a little bit more. They have a huge pavilion right over here and another kids play area. So this park is amazing. Clear over there, they have tennis courts, and then they have a 4-plex of baseball fields over there. Now we're coming up on the high school, and if you look off to the right here, this is where Richmond American Homes is selling homes, and I've sold a couple of homes in there as well. This is Cedar Valley High School, home of the Aviators, home of my daughters, where they go to school and play basketball. You can see the football field right there, and I'm gonna actually turn down this road just for a second, then I'm gonna come back to this main road. Off to this side, we see all these fields. D.R. Horton is building a bunch of homes down that direction. All right, let's go ahead and turn. This is called Aviator Avenue, named after the high school. And we'll just pull into the high school super quick and then flip around. They're already talking about a new high school because we keep filling our schools up too fast. Eagle Mountain is one of the fastest growing cities in Utah right now. Nice looking high school. It's really, really a great place. Did I just really say it's a really, really great place? Anyways, it is a really great place. Okay, we're gonna continue on our journey, get back onto Pony Express Parkway. Okay, as we head into City Center here, I should tell you that Eagle Mountain is actually the largest city in Utah as far as land mass goes. Eagle Mountain city limits cover over 44 square miles, so it's pretty huge and a lot of room for growth. As I said earlier, we are one of the fastest growing cities in Utah. Our current population is 14th in the state with 61,491 at the last count. Eagle Mountain City is projected to have over 150,000 residents by 2060. Okay, so you have the old city building off to the left. There's a library there. But if you look off to the right, there are stores and restaurants and everything being built like crazy. This area is exploding with new stores. Got Subway right here, Little Caesars Pizza, and then you can see another Dairy Queen. Dairy Queen's taking over the world. And then Crumble Cookie. Those are popping up everywhere in Utah because I guess Utahns like their sweets. And then you got Macy's grocery store right here as well. So this is the big deal because there was nothing out here for the residents. Once again, you have Ace Hardware right there, but then turning this way, you can see more restaurants. This whole corner has just become covered with different types of restaurants and stores. You got Pizza Hut, another McDonald's over here. One of the few things that's been here for a long, long time is this Chevron here on the corner. But across the street, they now have competition in Maverick. So we're pulling back onto Pony Express Parkway, and this giant roundabout, well, it used to be the end of the road. Kind of nothing was passed here. Once again, you'll take a look at the Chevron that's been there for a long time, and we're gonna continue straight for right now. If you head this way, you're basically heading to the end of the line. Just a few miles down this road, you'll see nothingness. Off to the right here, this is a community built by Flagship Homes, and they have done a ton of homes in here. They own a ton of land back here, and I just sold a house with them just like a couple weeks ago. Off to this side of the road, you can see we got a new fire station being built. How cool is that? And you have a couple different smaller builders in here. Once again, if you're looking to build a home in Utah, just reach out to me. I'll explain to you which builders are the best. I'll help you find the one that fits your needs the best. I'm not gonna go any further than this, but really what you have up ahead here is Facebook purchased a large piece of land, and they've added some awesome infrastructure for the city, and other large corporations have also purchased land in that area. Once again, Flagship has a bunch of new land over here. You also have Lennar coming in. So there's a lot of builders coming into this area. You also have Narwhal Homes over here. Probably the best name ever for a home builder. So we're headed back to that giant roundabout. You got the Chevron off to the left here. We're gonna take the first right and head basically towards another dead end. The city pretty much ends at the end of this road, this direction. Off to the right here is where you have D.R. Horton building a bunch of townhomes. They're also building some single family homes in there. It's kind of like mixed use community, has a bunch of different options for you. At the end of this road, you hit that mountain right there, and that's it. But there are some other home builders down this direction. As we head back to the giant roundabout, I should talk about a few things people love about Eagle Mountain. People here are actually really cool. This is a really nice city. People are really nice. It's also less expensive than a lot of other areas. So people who are on a tight budget, they might prefer to be in Eagle Mountain. I'm gonna do a full circle here because I almost hit a car right there. Not really, I just realized I was trapped on the inside. So we're just gonna drive in a circle. Hopefully we're not making you dizzy, but you get another look at the Maverick gas station on the right, Chevron to the left, and we're moving straight ahead. Here we go. All right, so now we're headed back towards SR 73 or Corey B. Wright Highway. There's a lot of builders down this direction. This area's seen a lot of growth. Crime rate here in Eagle Mountain is lower than most parts of Utah, and Utah is already considered one of the lowest in the nation. It's a young city. There's a lot of young people here, so it's kind of a cool young place. Not to mention everything's new because the city itself is new. It's rural, right? So you get a lot of that rural feel. People like the fact they're glad to get away from the cities and get somewhere a little less crazy, right? There's lots of parks and playgrounds. Eagle Mountain's actually famous for the number of parks and playgrounds that they have. Because we're sitting at almost 5,000 feet of elevation, we have really good, clean, fresh air here. We've got Fieldstone Homes building right over here. And I want to bring that up because I just sold a Fieldstone home in this community not too long ago. This part of the city is a little bit older, but then you can see the Fieldstone product, brand new, right over this direction. We're gonna come back on to one of the main roads. When you hit that roundabout and you go right, you're coming to Eagle Mountain Boulevard. This is one of the main roads coming in and going out of the city. Got an LDS church. Don't see very many of those here. Matter of fact, there's more LDS churches than gas stations, for sure. Coming up on a bunch of new construction, and we'll come back up on Aviator Boulevard as well. This is Aviator Avenue, And you got builders building on both sides of the roads here. Once again, when it comes to home builders, you don't really need to worry about who's what, when, where, and why, because that's what I'm gonna help you with. We're gonna find the builder that best suits you. So off to the right here, before you hit nothingness, you got Patterson Homes and Richmond American Homes. And then you can see there is nothingness. This is just fields and fields and fields. But you also see development here. See a road coming in right here? Things are happening. It's just, there's a lot of room to expand here. So now we're heading back out to SR 73, and that'll take me back home or take us back towards civilization. You can see how beautiful this is, right? This, once again, this road right here behind us is one of the main roads coming in and going out of Eagle Mountain City. There is just so much room to grow out here. This city is going to explode. It's already exploding. It's almost 7:45 in the morning, and you can see there's literally no traffic here. This is a Sunday morning, of course, and Eagle Mountain's a pretty quiet city on a Sunday morning. Saratoga Springs is that way, and the ranches is that way. City Center is kind of there behind us here. But if you look that direction, that's where the new Facebook facility is located. And there's rumors of other large tech companies coming in as well. So another benefit of moving to Eagle Mountain is growth. The home values have increased quite significantly. Even with the price correction that we've recently seen, home values are starting to come back up, and people have seen a lot of equity here. So purchasing a house here, you're gonna be on the low end compared to most other places. And there's a great opportunity to build a lot of equity. We're in City Center. So your drive to Salt Lake City from this location would probably be about 60 minutes. I would plan on that. You might be able to get there a little faster or slower depending on the day, but it can be a little bit tough getting out of here if you have to drive in rush hour. Okay, let's jump back in the truck and continue the journey. We're headed to SR 73. We'll basically be heading back towards civilization. So it's kind of hard to talk about Eagle Mountain without also talking about Saratoga Springs. Saratoga Springs has been a huge blessing for Eagle Mountain because that city is growing fast. There's so many stores and restaurants and pretty much anything that you need there. So we're gonna hit SR 73, which is a highway, and that's gonna take us back through Eagle Mountain pretty fast and out of Eagle Mountain. And I think I'm gonna continue the journey into Saratoga Springs so I can show you just really quick all the stores and restaurants and everything else that you're gonna find there. You can just see it is nothing but future growth here. That's all you're gonna see here. It's just beautiful. Got the beautiful mountain range there. Okay, so that road actually goes on for a couple miles. I forget how long it is, and I do drive it quite often. These trees tell us that we're approaching SR 73. We'll be turning east and heading towards Saratoga Springs, Salt Lake City, and those other metros. All right, let's see here. I'll have to put a light in here someday, but for now, they just have a turning lane. Look at that, there's actually 3 cars coming. We're just gonna get in here and get busy. Apologize for the video quality. We'll be heading directly into the sun. Off to the right here is the Corey B. Wright Memorial. You're probably wondering who Corey B. Wright is. I keep saying his name. He was a police officer that was shot and killed along this road here. And also off to the right, you have the airport. And then off this direction, you have some more custom homes. This area is kind of cool if you like open space because a lot of these home sites are a little bit bigger over here as compared to being like in city center. Off to the right here, you see a Holiday gas station. That's pretty new, along with the elementary school. Interesting thing with Black Ridge Elementary School is they're already transferring a bunch of the kids to a different school. And that's probably my biggest complaint with Eagle Mountain is that it's growing so fast that we can't build schools fast enough. This right here is Porter Rockwell High School. It's a private charter school, which means we're approaching the Maverick gas station, which has been here for a long time as well. This whole area right here is going to explode. Walmart's coming in. This is Ranches Parkway. We're gonna take a quick turn here to show you guys. You got some kind of city buildings here. And then, you know, we got the Maverick gas station. We have a brand new car wash right here. This area here behind me, back over there across the freeway, there's tons of home building going on. There's plans to put a lot of big stores in that area as well. And that freeway that I'm getting ready to turn back onto is gonna be expanded major. There's some big plans to make it like a full-on like major highway. So turning back onto Corey B. Wright Highway. So there's the golf course. So now we're still in Eagle Mountain. There's a lot of building going on up here. We're currently at Mount Airy Road. The golf course is right down that direction. This right here is Fieldstone Homes, putting a bunch of townhomes and some single family homes in that location. We are leaving Eagle Mountain City and headed into Saratoga Springs. If you look off to the right here, you can see this used to be just fields and fields, but Edge Homes is now building homes there. So there's an important road coming up for people who live in Eagle Mountain, and it's called the Mountain View Corridor. This Mountain View Corridor is the fastest route for you to get into Salt Lake City in most situations. You can go left and it's gonna take you into Salt Lake City, and if you go right, it's gonna take you into Eagle Mountain. So this is kind of the fast road, and it's expanding right now. It's going to get busy. Turning left right here will take us into the main part of Saratoga Springs, where you can see all the stores, restaurants, and etc. There's still a lot of room for growth here as well. We've got fields everywhere. Got a health clinic over here, car wash, and then my favorite restaurant. I am not a foodie, but I love Cubby's. That's my restaurant right there. We got, KFC. Over here, you got Discount Tires, you got another dollar store, and then you have Walmart. That Walmart's been there for a long time, but on this side of the road, you have so many little stores, Starbucks, Great Clips, all that stuff. Look, even more stores being built. You got, Cafe Rio's down over that way, tons of restaurants that direction. I'm not gonna go down there. Taco Bell, Wendy's, Burger King down this street here, McDonald's down that street there. There's just so much here, you can't name them all. There's Kneaders, my kids love to go eat at Kneaders, Salsa Fitness, and tons of stores along that little section through there and restaurants. Over here, you're gonna have Home Depot, Desert Industries, and Costco. Across the street, you got Swig. Everybody loves Swig. Not me, I don't drink soda. But there's like all these stores along here. There are so many different stores and restaurants coming in. This area is growing insanely fast. Basically, the point is, whatever you like to eat or wherever you like to shop, it's either here or it's coming here soon. You got Olive Garden there, Chick-fil-A. Nobody likes Chick-fil-A, right? You got a pet store up there. I mean, guys, this place is growing like crazy. Wells Fargo. Costa Vida, one of my other favorite restaurants, Chili's restaurant, Smith's Marketplace. Guys, this is crazy how fast it's growing. Medical buildings coming in, things like that. And now we're at one of the major crossroads of Saratoga Springs. It's Pioneer Crossing. If I turn left right here, Pioneer Crossing will take me straight to I-15. Best if I'm going towards Provo, but if you're coming that direction, we are on Redwood Road. So right now I'm headed towards Utah Lake, kind of into the deep part of Saratoga Springs and towards Eagle Mountain. Behind me is how you get to Salt Lake City. So you can see a lot of home building going out here as well. Saratoga Springs is growing just as fast or faster than Eagle Mountain. There's a sign that says Eagle Mountain, turn this way. So I'm going to turn. This is not a Saratoga Springs video. Sorry, Saratoga Springs, you have to stay out of my video. But what are we turning on to? Pony Express Parkway. And you're gonna see the high school in Saratoga Springs, and that is Westlake High School. And guess what? They need a new high school too. If you look off to the left, probably should have driven over there because it's a pretty big deal to a lot of people that live out in this area. No, I'm not talking about corn. There's cornfields there. And looking off to the south, you can see the LDS Temple. And of course, having an LDS Temple this close is a pretty big deal to a lot of people who live here in Eagle Mountain and in Saratoga Springs. As we come almost full circle here, you're gonna have the Mountain View Corridor here in front of us. This is what this light is. If you remember, the Mountain View Corridor is that main vein that's gonna be running from Salt Lake City into Eagle Mountain, Saratoga Springs. And if you look that way, that's where it heads towards Salt Lake City, but you can see that road is gonna continue all the way along. And in the future, it will actually connect with I-15 on the other side of Utah Lake. You can see a bunch of new home construction here. Richmond was building in there. And if you look at the top of that hill right there, that's where we started this whole video about 2 hours ago. I'm gonna pull off to the side of the road and I'm gonna share a little more information with you guys before we call this good. It's after 8 a.m. now and you can see it's still not very busy on this major road here. I just wanna thank you for watching. Once again, if you're looking to buy, sell, or build here in Utah, I can help you anywhere. But Eagle Mountain, especially if you're looking at Eagle Mountain, Saratoga Springs, like this is my stomping grounds. This is where I do a ton of my work. I'm actually the owner of EagleMountain.com, but instead of going to the website,
just call me, let me do all the work for you. I already know all the builders. I know a ton of the salespeople that work for the home builders. And if you're looking to build, I'm a new home construction specialist. I spent over 15 years working directly for home builders, but I've had my real estate license for almost 20 years now. I've helped hundreds and hundreds of people buy and sell homes here in Utah, and I'd love to help you as well. If you found this information helpful, please give that video a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button below and ring the bell to be notified each time I post new videos, and we'll catch you guys next time.